let's get that straightened out. No.
Lay down.
I don't know what's crooked, the camera or my eyes. Oh, actually, it's over here. That's what it is. I've got the camera turned around. It's on this side tonight. This side tonight. There we go. Let's get a few more of yous in here tonight. We got 6.
Nevada's in there.
You say Nevada? Hey now, there's Mike Campbell. Now, there's 2070 is. I'm not going to talk about this. Hey Karen. What do you say there, John? Montana. Montana, Deb from Montana. There's Scott. Twisted Sister. What do you think, Scott? There's an old one.
Oh, there's Chris. Or Will, sorry.
Hey, Will. How we doing, brother?
Oh, my cousin's on, Heather.
Heather. Cousin Heather is on tonight. Woo! It's going to be a Friday night roundup. Or it's going to be a Friday night shitstorm, one or the other. You know what, guys? I'm going to turn this around because I'm so used to looking on this side over here at the camera, and I'd have got this screwed, so... Oh, I can't do it. Orientation is locked. All right, you guys are stuck with it this side.
You want me to put a little sticky note?
Lord, it took forever to get it to work. What, because I'm running late?
You're upside down.
Am I upside down now?
No, never mind, you're back, I think. Okay.
I was never right, so Paul. Ron, howdy all. Montana, giddy up. Dar and I were talking about today about Montana. That it would be if I had my choice and like I could live anywhere in the world and whatever, but besides Canada, anywhere but Canada, I think Montana would be the state or the place that I would want to live. It's just my kind of lifestyle. It's my kind of. Stacy, where's Mark? Is he watching too? Are you guys driving? I bet you he's driving and you're watching. Montana, big sky country. You got it, babe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, last best place. Pedro, hola. Sios from Mexico. Stacy, he's driving and you're watching? You better not be driving and watching. No, Mark's driving. Right on. Right on.
Just in case you need to put this on the right side.
Dar actually gave me a sticky note so I can post it on the side of the camera so I know which side to look at the camera. I swear to God, as I'm getting older, you're supposed to get wiser as you get older. It's just not happening in my case sometimes. Marla from Indiana. There you go. How we doing in Indiana? It's only 7:05 there, 7:15 or 7:08 there. You guys are an hour behind us. Peart Rush, evening. So, okay, there's 75 of you in here tonight. Let's get this kicked off. Hopefully more will get more. More will get more. What the hell am I talking about? Before we go, I know he's watching because he's already piped in. Guy's name is Mike Campbell, and I know I've talked about it before, but I'm looking at another device here, and it's showing. I threw up earlier today. I was talking with Mike, and when I say earlier today, I mean about 30 minutes before we did this. I was on the phone with Mike, and I had 2 or 3 requests today about the Wheel Burner song, and we have never put the whole thing up. Hey, Greg, and so I just called Mike, and I said, "What are you doing?" He was sitting around having a beer, watching a movie, and I said, "Do me a favor, would you? Grab your guitar, go jump in your little studio there, and just do me a favor, get Kara to film you and do the Wheel Burner song, and send it to me. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna throw it up on the channel so these guys can see you, and they know who you are, and they can hear the whole song because you guys have never heard the whole song. Hey, Katarina. And you've never heard the whole song from beginning to end. And he did it in one take. He nailed it, and we threw it up. So the quality's not the best because he just did it on his phone, right? It was just a quick little job. He was doing me a favor. But I can tell by the views on it that you guys are watching it. So what's it at? Yeah, we only put it up there about 30 minutes ago, and 191 of you have been crazy enough to watch it. What'd you guys think? Anybody here watch it? Linda from Wasaga Beach. I grew up in Wasaga Beach every summer. Every summer. If you're from Wasaga Beach, then you know where Jelly Bean Park is, the trailer park. We were there every summer. I had grandparents, aunts, everybody in the Jelly Bean Park there. So every summer we would be there. So Karen loved it. Beautiful. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you would appreciate that. Mikey's, I was going to say Mikey's my best friend, but to tell you guys the truth, he's married to my cousin, so I had to inherit him. Like he came into the family. But aside from that, he's become one of my best friends. He's been driving truck as long as I have, 27 years. I've done every highway in North America with that guy. Didn't matter, Canada, US. I've looked at the ass end of his trailer, and he's looked at the ass end of mine. Love him with all my heart. Thanks, Mike.
Enough with the sappy.
Okay, Dar's going enough with the sappy shit. Stacy, you liked it. Good, I'm glad you liked it. So, let's get a mouthful of this. Hey, Vince, glad you're here, bud. What is that? Orange.
Strawberry ones.
Is that strawberry? Oh, I was expecting, okay.
Never expect anything.
Never expect anything with Dar. You could listen to him all day. I could listen to him all day. Actually, to tell you the truth, I have listened to him all day.
I could just look at him.
He's not bad. He's not hard to look at either, eh? Anyway, so to answer a couple of questions, I had on the little short that I put up there earlier. Nevada wants a song. Kyle, hire him. Hire him. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. It's okay, EHI. You're only 5 minutes late. We're just getting started here. We haven't really said anything important. Anyway, I put something up, and in there I said that the National Guard has been the mayor of DC, Muriel Browser, had called and asked for assistance from the National Guard, and somebody wanted to know where I got that source. Now, in the video, I said, I'm not 100% sure because I don't take anything I take off mainstream media seriously, or I don't take it with 100%. Matter of fact, I don't even take it with 20%. But just so that person knows or anybody knows, I got those sources. I got those from the BBC and the Guardian, and there was one other one, but I didn't write it down. I apologize. So I got it off 3 different sources. Now, I don't believe all 3 sources as 100% true, but if 3 different sources are telling me something, there has to be a grain of truth to it. So that's why I used it. But yeah, so we're going to talk like we don't do a lot on the Americans, but the Americans have got a hell of a convoy going down there. And the People's Convoy, and it will be in DC on March 5th. And just so you guys know, if you're following along, they've pulled into Glen Rio, Texas tonight. They'll be leaving Glen Rio, Texas tomorrow morning, and they'll be heading for Elk City, Oklahoma for tomorrow night. And they're just doing it, like that's only about 220 miles, I think, between the two. So I think they're doing it in small jumps, so they're able to get as many people on as they're coming. Shane's 6 miles long. You know what, bro? I've heard upwards of 8 miles long. But you could be right. If you're in the convoy right now, what the hell do I know? But I've seen some pretty impressive pictures of that guys have taken at the front of the convoy, taking pictures in their mirrors or had somebody hang out the window and take a picture of the convoy behind them. I've seen some pretty impressive pictures, eh? They've got quite the jaunt going down there. Go USA from Deb. Canada shows us how to do it. Well, we showed you, but I'll keep looking over here. Sorry. We showed you, but we also showed you how to do it peacefully. And we showed you how to do it the right way. Hopefully you're listening. It's a free one here. We gave it to you for free. Do it right. Okay, do it right. 12 miles. Who said that? Galistar. It's now 12 miles long. I don't doubt it, man. If somebody told me it was 20 miles long, I'd probably believe them. You got to remember, there's only 250,000 truck drivers in Canada, right? You guys got, I think, what was the national average? I think 2.7 million. So yeah, if we can put together a 2-mile convoy, there's no reason why you guys can't put together a 20-mile convoy.
This guy's in the convoy.
Who's in the convoy?
I am Sinead or something.
Hold on, let's go. I am Sinead. I'm in the convoy now. Towns and businesses have been beautiful to us. And Canada, you are the role model. I am Sinead. Brother, thank you. If you're a brother, I appreciate what you're doing. Thanks for doing what you're doing. But we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys are doing. Yes, you did, and America thanks you for it. All right. So anyway, we're talking about the convoy. Now, don't throw too much shit up here because I get distracted. Here's my question to you, okay? And I was talking earlier with Nevada. I was on the phone, I was talking to Nevada. And I've been watching him and watching what's going on. I'm watching the convoy, and I noticed that he didn't have a whole lot up on his channel on this U.S. convoy. So I just asked him, like, what's going on? Are you covering it? Are you not? Are you busy? You know, what are you doing? His truck is down right now, so he's not working. But I thought, you know, I'd ask Kyle what his thoughts were on this, because he's in Las Vegas. The convoy's going pretty much right through there. So what's going on? And his exact words to the message were, "No, I'm not covering it. It might be a little premature." And I wasn't sure what to think about that, right? I'm like, what do you mean it's premature? You got to remember, in Canada, any information we're getting about your U.S. convoy, we have to dig for it. We're not there. It's nowhere up here. It's not on any channels. It's not anywhere. So we're getting it off streaming services, and it's pretty hard to get up here, or at least to get accurate or good information. Okay, I didn't say it was going through Vegas. I said it was going through his area. Jesus crap. You don't have to be so, don't have to be jumping on me tonight. I know it's Friday night, but like, let's give it a break. So anyway, I was talking to Kyle, and he said it might be a little premature. And so he ended up calling me, and I was talking to him about it. And it was interesting, his thoughts on it, and I had to actually think about it. When we were talking and what we were saying about it, it actually made a lot of sense. And I'm going to throw this out there, okay? I'm just going to throw this out there. This is what we talked about. But afterwards, I was thinking, you know, he's right. And I'm just going to say this. You guys have that American convoy, and it's tearing across the highway right now, and it's on its way to D.C. Like I said, it'll be there on the 5th of March. You guys are fighting for your freedoms and your rights. What freedoms and rights are you fighting for? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's might be something I'm missing here. Are you guys, are you fighting and supporting the Canadians and the Australians convoys? What do you do? What freedoms and rights? Because after talking with Nevada and doing a little bit more checking, you guys have pretty much had all your mandates lifted. You guys have almost all your freedoms and everything back. You guys got more than we've got. With the exception, I found that a lot of the everybody in the medical profession, they're still mandated for for double vax and everything like that. And a lot of the government agencies, you got to be double vaxxed and you got to wear, might have to wear a mask. But other than that, there might actually be a couple more that I didn't find. I'm not the FBI.
Ask Katerina because she disagrees.
Okay, well, Katerina, we'll get you in a sec. But what mandates are you looking to be lifted, or what freedoms and liberties are you looking to get back? Okay, Nevada, Nevada, federal mandates lifted a few days ago. So I'm just curious, and you know what? I'm not trying to insult anybody in in your convoy. I'm not trying to stir up a shitstorm. I don't know. I'm asking out of ignorance. Okay, Katerina, all children in California have to be vaxxed to go back to school. Okay, that's the state of California. Dar's over there laughing. But what are you laughing at?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So, okay, the kids in California got to be laughed. Got to be laughed. See, got to be vaxxed to go back to school. What else? What else? There's got to be more. You're going to have 200 or you're going to have thousands of truck drivers jam up Washington. It can't be because the kids in California are getting vaxxed.
Each state, though, has their different rules, just like our provinces do.
Oh, okay. I understand. Every state has different rules. But that's what I'm asking. Because I couldn't really find a whole lot. Oh, here comes. Okay, so we got all the answers coming in. I'm gonna have to answer all these, and you guys are gonna kick me right in the nuts, aren't you? They're still trying some crap. Clifton Carr. They're still crying. Kids got to be masked in class. All children have to stay in masks in schools. Okay. To have a government job, people's choosing. You won't trench the rights people. Okay, you guys got to make these shorter. I can't read a novel here. Patriot Act has Emergency Act in it. 4th Amendment right for privacy. My kids still have to wear a mask. Biden hasn't kept a single promise. Healthcare and eternal war and pharmacy refill, minimum wage. Okay, so are these there you go. This is what I'm looking for. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Is this what you guys are wanting? So along with, say, the mandates and the COVID, you guys have tacked on, okay, you want a lot of these things amended or fixed, and you want these rights back? Is that what you're asking for? Some are about gas prices. Man, it doesn't matter what country. Gas prices are in Canada or the US. It makes no bloody difference. We're getting raped up here worse than you're getting it down there for gas and diesel prices. Trust me. It's that bad. ELDs. Stacy, we're never going to see the end of ELDs. They're never going away. Unfortunately, they have spent too many billions of dollars, and there's too many companies out there that have spent billions of dollars for apps and devices and everything else. It'll never leave. Wheelburn Express, take note of Marla here, Marla. Thompson Trucker still can't cross the border. Okay, there you go. I understand that. You guys, the U.S. drivers, just like us, even though our mandates drop on March 1st, the cross-border mandate has not changed. They have not talked about it. They have not said they're going to drop it. No digital IDs. John, that scares the shit out of me. I don't know about you. At my age, never mind my age. Do you guys really want this digital ID? No social credit BS. Hear ya. This digital ID is the I was going to say is the wrongest thing in the world, but I think the digital ID is more wrong than me using the word wrongest. Scary. Biden just extended our national emergency. When did he do that? Today? Yesterday? An hour ago? No tracking is allowed either. Truckers are simply showing people how to drive, how to have courage, stand up for rights. You know what? I'll take that. Even if that was the only answer you had, good answer. I will take that. Thank you very much, whoever wrote that. Who wrote that? I'm going back. I need to give you credit for that. That was awesome. Anyway, they're going by too quick. I can't.
What did they do?
The organizer of Freedom Convoy 20 said it was to end the Emergency Act. Okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know, because I sat here a little confused after talking to Nevada, and like I said, a lot of the things that I looked at today, had been lifted. You guys in the States have way more freedoms and than we do right now. And yes, our mandates are, like I said, most of our mandates are being taken off on March 1st. As it sits right now, you guys are in a better spot than we are. I bet you don't get the same UN troopers on the ground in the USA. America has been asleep. The awakening is here. Fake democracy. All right, Deb. You guys can fight and say whatever you want for the reason for your convoy. Just believe in it and be good and be true to it. And I'll back you. Not that you need my backing. I'm really just some guy sitting up in Canada in his kitchen, talking to you. But what I mean by that is I'll back that as long as you guys got a good cause. If you guys want to, get a convoy going, and just for the sake that Michelin charges too much for steer tires, go. I'll back that too. But make sure it's a good cause. And I was just having some trouble today. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't trying to stir up a shit sandwich. I did. It looks like obviously I did. But what the hell? Truckers woke up the woke ones. All right. Obviously, I can see Ukraine is money laundering capital for the Democrats. Come on, Patricia. I think, Dar just piped in there. Basically, I think what you guys are saying down there is the exact same thing that we're saying up here, is we just want our bloody lives back, quote unquote, to normal, to what normal was before we got here, before COVID, before Trudeau, before, the Emergencies Act, before, you know what, man, I'll be honest with you. I just want to go back to work and do my job. I want to go back out there and have a sense of normalcy while doing my job. I'd like to walk into stores without masks. I do. I actually ask my wife. I don't wear masks in stores, and when they tell me to put masks on, I simply say no and then keep walking through the store. If you're vaxxed, what am I going to do? You have as much chance of giving me COVID as I have to give you. And if you give it to me and I'm not vaxxed, well, that's my problem. I'm not wearing the mask. But yeah, I think we're all looking for just a sense of normalcy. Let's get back to life in general. Let's get back to being happy. Let's get back to having our children be happy. I'm lucky. My kids are adult kids and they're self-sufficient, but all those people with kids that are school age, young school age children that have been pulled out of school and isolated in their houses and not been able to play with their friends and not been able to do all the things that kids do. Let's get back. Let's give our kids back more than moms and liberties. Let's give back the kids. I'm all for happiness. Katerina, I am all for happiness. Look at this face. It is happy. I want to be happy. What the hell are you guys talking about? Hold on, Lynn. I saw that go by. I'm not letting that go by. I got to go read that. Unbound. Hard to find a man being caged and masked. You guys, what? You're going to hijack my channel?
No.
Yeah.
Talking to the ladies.
Just talking to the ladies. Yeah. I'm out here talking away to you guys, and Dar's over there chatting away to the ladies. Anyway. So you've answered my question for the most part. I say I have a medical exemption. I breathe through my mouth and nose. Okay, here we go. Just US files. Man, I'm not posting that. I saw what you posted on my page today. Bro, we're not here to go through every single part of the criminal code. We're not dissecting the criminal code. That's not what this channel's about.
Oh my God,
Bro, stop now. Stop now or Dar will squash you. Just don't do it. We want a lawful government. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? I don't think we're going to see a 100% lawful government ever. Somewhere or another, with any government, doesn't matter whether it's Trudeau's or the next one coming in, at some level or another, there's going to be some kind of controversy, and there's going to be something that's not right. That's what I hate so much about bloody politics. You just can't trust them. And even when you find one that you really like, at some point or another, you're going to probably be disappointed in something. And I really wish it didn't have to be that. Arthur, really? Really? Hey guys, Arthur just farted, in case you all want to know. Tammy, happy Friday to you too. Glad you're here. Safari Dream, Lynn Doubleshot. All right. How do you feel about sending our troops to the Ukraine? I don't. I disagree right now. I said this the other night, and I caught some flack for it in my email, and I caught some flack for it. Right now, Canada has its own problems within. And I've said this before. The number one priority should be our own country right now. Let's take care of our veterans. Absolutely take care of our veterans. And if you're a vet and you're watching, thank you for your service. Let's take care of our homeless. Let's take care of our children. Let's take care of our uneducated. Let's take care of, we could probably spend the money that Trudeau is about to drop in the Ukraine. We could probably feed our homeless, get our veterans every drop of medical attention they need, and get them on their feet and working and become a meaningful part of society again, and get them feeling good. Everything that we need within our country that needs to be done, we could probably do with the amount of dollars that Trudeau's about to blow over on the Ukraine. Now, saying that being said, once everything is taken care of here, whatever's left over, hey, if there's a little scratch left over, let's help the Ukraine. Let's help whoever else needs help. Let's spread it around if there's something left over. But our first instinct shouldn't be, or our government's first instinct shouldn't be, to throw money at other countries because of certain things that are going on, and drown our own country, or the people in our own country, to save somebody else from drowning. That doesn't make sense to me, and I don't agree with that. And if you think I'm full of shit or whatever, I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, but that is the way I feel. The United States could probably take a little bit of that lesson itself. You guys got yourselves in just about every corner of the world, and your military budget is probably 30 times what Canada's entire budget is. You know, you'd probably save yourselves a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of energy if you take care of your own country, just like Canada. Take care of your own country and take care of your own internal problems. And then if you got a couple $1 billion left over, hey, go fight a war somewhere, or go, take care, or go whatever. But take care of yourselves first. Canada needs to do that. Canada app, what's that? Oh. Dara's got the snacks tonight. Trudy Rudy, sick us all. Yeah, well. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, and I'm not trying. Somebody just asked me my opinion, and that's just my opinion. That's just the way I feel. Okay? We are Canadians. We take care of Canada. Whatever's left over, we take care of. Canada has the third largest navy after World War II, but Americans get rid of. Have you seen Canada's navy right now? It's what? One rowboat, a canoe, a dinghy, and 3 busted submarines. If it took a nickel to get across the ocean, we couldn't get 5 miles out, man. You kidding? Ukraine has stopped any men leaving as of today. The way they do things in other countries sometimes baffle me. Whether I agree with it or not, that's my opinion. I'm not going to discuss that. I'm really not here tonight. We're not going to. Well, you guys can talk about it if you want, but I'm not. I'm not discussing the Ukraine. Who says Canada's not prepared for war? Who said that? Sugar is bad, jerky is better. I know, but I don't have any jerky, so I'm eating a Toblerone.
I got some.
Dar's got the jerky. Who says Canada's not ready for war? That's not true. That's not true. Canada's got a pretty decent armed forces, aside from our Navy, but except for our, don't you dare mess around with our rowboats. The Canadian Navy, yeah. Our rowboats will come out and beat you with the oars.
Justice. He's asking where the donations.
Where did the donations go?
I got a good podcast, so I'll get it. Hold on.
Dar actually was researching that today. I'm gonna tell you in a second. She's actually looking it up again because she saved it. That's a good question. Longest shoreline in the world. No Navy. Yeah. Well, we got, like I said, we got a couple of rowboats, a couple of canoes. I think they threw in. I think when we bought those busted submarines from the British, they threw in a couple of kayaks. You know, they knew they were getting the deal on that. What did we drop? A couple $1 billion on three or four busted submarines? Oh, good Lord, what a joke. We've got submarines that can't go more than 300 miles offshore. 300 miles as far as one of our submarines is allowed to go. And a leaky dinghy. A leaky dinghy, yeah. They put a COVID Band-Aid on it. That's what they did. They put a COVID. I thought the Canadian Navy used hockey sticks instead of oars. No, they couldn't do that because they couldn't figure out if they were right or left-handed. Pretty funny, eh? Now I'm doing comedy. I guess they could use a goalie stick. Does a submarine float or sink? Well, if you've got a Canadian submarine, it doesn't do either. It just bobs in the water and pretty much. I am British and never heard that. You never heard what? That we bought your submarines? We bought those three, what are they, Trafalgar class submarines or whatever they are? We got icebergs. Who asked the Titanic? Yeah. Did you find it?
Yeah, I already posted it. Tell them to check out the podcast by Kid Carson.
Dar says to check out the podcast by Kid Carson.
The accountant is on there.
The accountant is on there. The Convoy's accountant is on there talking about that. And he'll explain it to you. Richard's having a conversation with Nevada on my channel. You guys want a few minutes of privacy here? Get a room or something? We can all bugger off if you guys want to have a chat. Joe, happy Friday. When all outs fail, send us to war. Nah, shouldn't be going to war. Should be making love.
Under what act does the cops get to hold a truck for 7 days? But I think they've just released them.
I think they have released
7 days.
them. Yeah, they released them for 7 days. They were impounded for 7 days and then they were released. Elliot, glad you're here. Katerina, yeah, we're all doing fine down here in the chat. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's having a chat. You guys want me to just shut up and you guys can talk? No, Dar's like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm picking up my Toblerone crumbs. I don't like to. Released after you pay the fine. No, I think they were impounded for 7 days first. Then you could pay the fine and then you'd get released. Thanks, Mike. Somebody wants to listen to me. You want better health care? You an American?
Our healthcare sucks.
Eh? Trust the process. Better health care. You an American? Well, the reason I'm asking is I know your health care down there is freaking terrible. That's all. I know the Americans, you guys actually get a real bad deal on your health care. You guys get screwed royally so badly. The Canadian Navy, the Canadian Navy is hidden under a cloaking device, stealth mode. Shh. Okay, Scott, keep telling yourself that. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah. Let me guess. They got it at that. What's that little lake north of Stouffville there, Scott? What's that? They keep the Canadian Navy in that little lake back there. Anybody know the new variant? Anybody know the new variant?
I haven't thought about COVID in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it in so long. I don't care. I don't care. Hospitals are making money off killing people. Not funny. Down in the States. Hospitals are run a lot differently up here. You got to remember, hospitals up here in Canada are not private entities. They're not corporately owned. They're not hospitals up here. It's run much, much differently. Whereas you guys, at least you have a Navy. Shut up, Kyle. Of course you have a Navy. I think, what? You guys have one aircraft, just one of your aircraft carriers could wipe out most small countries. It will be Megatron. Yeah, probably. The new variant should be B-52, B-12. Another con. Yeah, that's a good one. Another con. Same poison, Brian. Exact same poison. You got it. I'm just recovering from COVID. I'm not just recovering from COVID. I'm not vaxxed. And I'm okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Rick. I know lots of people that are not vaxxed and have COVID or had COVID, and they're just fine. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my niece. All three of them never had a shot. They're healthy as hell. All three of them had it.
Didn't have her shot when she got it either.
Eh?
Your daughter Catherine.
My daughter Catherine, yeah, actually that's right too. She was out in BC. She was up in the logging camp, and she got it up there, unvaxxed. She came through it just fine, absolutely fine. Mike, yeah, Rick, we all had COVID in my house, 0 issues. I got over it. What camp? Oh hell, I don't know what camp. She was doing tree planting. So there's probably what, 25 different camps? I don't know. I know she had no internet, so you couldn't talk to her for a while. Not vast, no masked, and I haven't been sick in over 15 years. God-given immune system is wonderful. I agree. Katerina, I agree. They should have left it alone. This chemical that they gave us was a joke. It was a money grab. A lot of people got rich. Yes, a lot of people got sick from COVID, but you know what, man? They should have just let our immune systems do their own thing. My body's immune system will probably beat anything that you can give me in a needle. We plant trees and smoke them too. Yeah, come on over to my place. My kids, I don't, but my kids do, and you're welcome to go sit out in the garage and hotbox with them. Big money grab. Well, damn right it was a big money grab. The only ones that didn't get rich off it are all of us. Experiencing bad connections to let you know. You must be having the bad connection. I've got a super high Wi-Fi signal here. I'll risk all the original DNA over anything. Yeah, so would I, Pat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, me saying that, in all truthness, in all truth, I did take the first shot. That's why I ended up with the medical conditions I ended up with. But I won't be taking the second shot. But I truly, truly believe that in my heart I should have never taken that first shot. I didn't want to take the first shot. And I you know what, my immune system would have sufficed. I'm a healthy 52-year-old guy with no preconditions, pre-existing conditions, and I would have been just fine. PDs, he never got a penny off me for that, and he won't either. Good for you, man. Absolutely. Did you know the PCR test sets off alarm on radiation meters? I saw it on a show today. I don't know about that. I'd have to see. Just put a link. I want to see that.
You can't put links in the chat unless you're me.
We can't put links on the chat unless you're Dar. Well, write it out.
No,
Write out the link.
Email it to us.
Email it to yeah. Go to the bottom of the link or bottom of this video when we're done. And go to my email and send me that. I'd love to that. First Amendment T-shirts, just blood clots now. Are you talking about you or me? Yeah, I've still got the blood clots. I've still got 6 of them. Believe it or not, I don't have the headache anymore. It's finally gone. I lost that, I think, last week. I don't have that. And I don't need to take the steroids anymore. My fingers and all my joints have kind of, for the most part, gone back to normal. I'm okay. The only thing I'm still suffering with is obviously the blood clots and this damn tingling. I cannot, I'm on an inhibitor for this, but it's still, I've got this tingling in my fingers and my toes. It's driving me absolutely crazy. Take some colloidal, what is that? Colloidal silver, Brian. I've never heard of that. Never heard of colloidal silver. What the hell is that? Katerina, what is that? The earth is flat. Give your head a shake. Whoever said that. Kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? What's up, Brian? Integrity minded. All right, man. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Kaboom. Welcome. Colloidal silver is good against the virus. Take some arsenic. I'm not taking arsenic. I'm not, you know what? I'm really Kool-Aid's, whatever. I'm not going to take spelling lessons either. I look religious tonight. If I got nice glow going or something, like what? Look religious. 6 clots, my goodness, praying for them all. No, don't pray for the clots, pray for me. Jesus. the clots can do their own. Eric Clapton complained about tingling and burning in fingers. That's a shame. Clapton's one of my all-time favorite guitarists. I didn't hear that. I know that he had it. I didn't hear that he was complaining. Hopefully the tingling in the fingers goes away. The man needs those. Ottawa police releasing seized trucks. As of what? Sheriff of YouTube, as of what? Today? Yesterday? Anybody know how many they ended up with? I know there was a number put out there, but I'm not 100% sure. Anybody know how many trucks they ended up seizing? What the total number was? Just curious to know. I got a clean head Moses thing going on. Jesus, you people are off the hook. Yeah, exactly. Too many got repossessed, or impounded. Absolutely right. I heard over 200. Well, I don't know, Lynn, if there was 200 that got impounded. I don't think there's not enough room in the Ottawa area to impound 200 trucks. Yeah. Colloidal silver has been long known to kill the virus. Okay, John. Well, I'll check it out, but I can't say that I'm going to go jump on that and try it. No virus, bacteria, fungus, or pathogen can live in colloidal silver water. Okay, Dar.
What?
Figure, what is this shit?
What is what?
Colloidal silver. Figure.
Katerina keeps telling you what it is.
I want to know what it is. Like, what is it?
She said.
I can't read that.
Products often claim that they're cure-alls, boosting your immune system, fighting bacteria, viruses, treating cancer. So, we'll look it up after.
Okay.
I snapshot it.
Sorry, Katerina, the screens, the comments are going up. If you write something that long, I don't have time to read it all before it's gone, and then I got to start screaming down.
You dissolve it in silver water.
Thank you, Wheel Burner Express. Trudeau must be arrested. Is it possible? Anything is possible. I got a feeling that after this said 60-day investigation from 60 days from now, I got a feeling that a lot of people are going to get arrested in Ottawa. It's silver water.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
All right, well, Dar's the Google queen. She's over there Googling the hell out of it.
Oh, I'll just order you some. Okay.
She's going to order. She just ordered me some. There you go. Katerina, I'll let you know how this turns out. So if we order it and I drink it, and you know, three weeks from now, there's just a chair sitting here with no rock t-shirt, you'll know how it worked out for me. Trudeau, I think, should be afraid, although I got a feeling that he will not be charged. Although he should be. What he did was criminal. The power grab he took was criminal. A lot of the things that he said to us should be classified as criminal. Have you ever seen a politician do time? Well, Rick, you know what? That's kind of what I'm getting at here. They should, but no. No. Anybody know who the tow trucks were? Yeah, actually, there was you can look that up. You can go online and look that up. There was a couple sites that actually wrote and disclosed the names of all the tow truck companies that actually did this. Now, on that, do I have COVID? No, I don't have COVID. Why would you think I have COVID? Anyway, on the tow truck thing, real quick on that. Those tow truck companies, not all of them, but a couple of them, actually have large, we're talking multi-million dollar contracts with the city of Ottawa. And you have to, which basically is their bread and butter. Okay, it's their bread and butter. If they've got, and they've got 65 employees, they got millions of dollars worth of equipment. And the city of Ottawa, it calls them and says, we need you to tow these guys out of here. And if they dare say no, and like at first they did, and then that somebody from the Prime Minister's office phoned and said, you know what, you'll never tow another vehicle on contract with the city of Ottawa again if you don't start towing. And that's what happened. I guarantee a good portion of those tow truck companies who didn't originally want to do it, they turned around and were browbeaten into it or threatened that you'll lose your contract, you'll lose your money. And that's kind of the way that works. Didn't they trick some of them too? Well, how would they trick them? It's an unlawful order. Well, yeah, I think they tried at one point, and I don't know if they got away with it. They tried to order the tow truck drivers or the tow truck companies, and they tried to make it like it was a governmental order or
Real Justice just said what happened.
Real Justice Emergencies Act. Regulation forced them to do it. Okay. You know what? That's exactly. I'm not reading that again, but yeah. I think what it was is that the city and the government just put the screws to them and said, either do it or you're not working. There's Debbie. Debbie's here. They said the tow was for something else, and they showed up and they can't refuse. That's probably if you were talking about how did they trick them. Yeah. Yeah, Jim Brown, they were blackmailed. That's kind of what I thought, or what I think. I'm not no genius by any means, but I can take pieces of a puzzle and put them together. If they call the tow truck companies and originally they said no, and then 5 days later they're out there towing trucks, obviously something was said, and because like I said, if you're a tow truck company and you've got, let's just say $20 million worth of equipment that you're still paying for, and you've got 40 employees that you're paying, you're not about to blow a deal. There were a couple of trucks that came from Brampton. There were tow truck companies that came from everywhere, not just Brampton. Wasn't just Brampton. Nice try though. Lee, do I trust anybody in the government? No. I trust me. Kind of trust Dar, but I trust me. I do not trust a single MNFer in the government. Not one. And I've got, just like you, I've got every right not to. And I've got every reason not to. Until somebody, and I said this the other night and I'll say it again, politicians have to earn our respect. Okay? I don't have to earn the respect of the politician. The politician has to earn the respect of me and you. Okay? We, the people, put him there, him or her there. They have to earn our respect. We don't have to earn theirs. So until some politician or a party or a heart, whatever line comes along that has earned my respect, I'm not trusting anybody. Sorry. Integrity minded. Absolutely no one. Absolutely.
Wheelburner's beard for PM.
Wheelburner's beard for PM. You know what? It accepts the nomination. The Wheelburner beard. Dar got all pissy with me earlier tonight because I won't shave it off, or I won't trim it down.
Trim it a bit.
No. Everything, Chris, that's real. Actually, I'm going to go back. I got to read that. Everything coming out of their mouth is rooted in extortion. You know what? I could actually, oh, here we go. Lynn, Wheelburner for Premier. I could agree with that. I could agree with that, Chris. Everything coming out of their mouth is rooted in extortion. Yeah. Everything coming out of a politician's mouth, as it's coming out of his mouth, you got to know in the back of his house, in the back of his head, he's counting dollar signs. And that's just the way they are. They do everything that they do these days. It used to be that politics and politicians were doing things for the good of the people. Now they're doing things, for the good of a dollar. But it's not for the good of a dollar for you and me. It's a good of a dollar for themselves. And that's just kind of the way I see it right now with politics and with the politicians. Are you a Trump fan? I like what a lot of the things that Trump did for the U.S. economy and for the working man and for the working class. Do I agree with everything? No. But am I a Trump fan? I have some respect for him, but I can't say, I'm not going to jump up and down and say I'm a huge Trump fan or anything like that. I'm not. And besides, I'm Canadian, so he has no bearing on me. Oh, wow. Look at you guys go.
Ben Wang wanted to know when you're going back to work.
Who?
Ben Wang.
Ben Wang wants to know when I'm going back to work. You know what? I was down at the ET yard yesterday. Truck had to get safetied because of the change of ownership. So the truck got safetied, and once that happens, unfortunately, they have to put new plates on it. And in Ontario right now, you're looking at 7 days or less, but usually 7 days to get plates from the time you order them. So they put a rush order in yesterday. They ordered the plate. So hopefully I will be working next week. I mean, every time I'm thinking, yeah, I got it. Yes, I'm getting ready. Yes, let's go. Yes, something else is like, Jesus. So I am hoping that I will be pulling out of our terminal Thursday or Friday next week, and then don't expect me to be home for about 3 months.
Excuse me?
I won't be home for 3 months. Like when I leave next week, you better give me the big kiss and the big.
Who's gonna make my lunch?
I don't know who's gonna make your lunch one. I've been making lunch for Dara when she comes home in the middle of the day. She's got her little boy here for making her lunch, making her dinner. God, I've become so domesticated. It's sickening. I'm ashamed of myself.
Even the laundry.
I must say I do a lot of laundry, but I have done some laundry too. Who wrote that? Hold on. The U.S. is not the world's police. You are damn right, Jeff. They are not the world police. Cigar boy, no stogie right now. Might go out and puff one a little later. Hey, Brian, can you teach my hubby? No. No. I'm not going to ruin another man's good deal. Fuck that. Absolutely not. If your hubby's got his own way of doing it, leave him be. Be lucky. You should be lucky that he's even there. I'm just kidding. That's such a sexist thing to say. I'm surprised I didn't get a smack in the head for that. Do I have a single brother? No, unfortunately, I do not. I do have a younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me. He lives out in Calgary, and he is in a relationship with a really, really sweet girl named Cheryl. She's a real sweetheart, and she's actually really good friends with Dar. So, hands off, or you'll be dealing with Dar and Cheryl. I wouldn't mess with either of them. No. Anyway, so no, my brother is not available, and neither am I. Just so you know, in case there was any discrepancy or any confusion on that. You're great, thanks. Defined Mr. Fake Agenda, United States Criminalized.
Is Mike available? No.
Is Mike available? No. Mike is, what is this? A date? We're turning this into the dating game? Mike is not available. He is married to a gem of a girl who just happens to be my cousin. So no, he's not available either. Although, hey, you know what? Trudeau's available. His wife and him have been separated for 2 years. Anybody? Takers? We can give Justin away. There's got to be somebody in the U.S. that'll take him because we don't want him in Canada, so he's got to go to the U.S. Come on, Lynn, you want him. You'll take him, Lynn. Jennifer in Wyoming. No. Nobody wants Justin. Well.
Jared's like half.
What?
Jared's half single.
I got a buddy. Actually, where's Jeremy? We'll give Jeremy a call. Jeremy's single. Who's looking for a guy? Trudeau to U.S. Do you want your cancer? Don't want your cancer. Well, I can appreciate that. D-Bub, I can appreciate that. Or B-Dub, sorry. I can appreciate that. Absolutely. You don't want that cancer. That's not a headache that you want because there's no freaking aspirin for that one. Justin is looking for a guy. Justin is going to be looking for a fast way out of this country in about another year, if not sooner. No digital IDs. I've already said this. That scares the hell out of me. Dar and I were talking about this again. Like, we do a lot of talking about this stuff, right? Obviously. But yeah, the digital IDs is you're giving up everything. From what I understand, you are giving up everything, because it is your driver's license, your health card, your bank card, your Visa card, your MasterCard, it is freaking everything that you are is going to be on that, and somebody is going to have access to it. They are going to have access to it. It's the scariest thing I've ever heard. I don't like the way it is now. I don't like the fact that with our computers that we have to log in this and give this information and log in that and give that. It's already easy enough that some little kid sitting in his basement in his underwear in India is with a laptop can hack just about anything that they want. If it's that easy to do now, what do you think? And it's going to be when we all have digital IDs, and that is who we are. That digital ID is going to define who you are as a person. Everything is on that. If that doesn't scare you people, then I don't know what. You guys are tough as nails because it scares the crap out of me. It really does. It really does. I paid off my land and extra cash goes into silver. Yeah, that's not a bad plan. Where do you live, man? Where do you live? You got your silver stashed out back in your paid off land? You'll have to digital ID to access your Bitcoins. I don't mess around with crypto. I don't. It's not an area that maybe I missed the boat. Maybe I was too old, whatever, but I don't mess around with crypto. I have a stock portfolio and I do play. Hey, how are you doing? And I do play with the stock market a bit, and we play around with that. But I don't play with crypto. And like you guys, I keep money in the bank. I have some stocks, I have some RSPs, I have some retirement, and I keep cash. I've always got cash on hand and readily available, because if something happens, all it takes is some idiot somewhere to turn the wrong dial, and something's going to crash. And what? The world's going to rely on what? Cash, gold, and silver. So you better have at least one of the three of them on hand, because you're going to need them. Cash, gold, or silver. Digital ID is also vaccines, firearms license, credit card. It's everything. I said that. It is everything. You could probably come up with 100 things, or 99. There are 100 things, and 99 are actually true. A few cents in crypto 20 years ago is now worth $1 million. That's why I said I might have missed the boat on that. But you know what? I'm happy with the way I'm set up financially. Food or booze works too. Yeah, actually, that's true. The guy with the biggest wine cellar in his basement is probably going to be the richest guy on the block. Rick cleaned out his, what'd you say there, Rick? I cleaned out my accounts for the time being, and I donated to GoFundMe. I did not donate to GoFundMe. I found another way to make sure that they got their money. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. I have not pulled my money out of the bank. I did not do that. Like I said, I've always got cash on hand. We always make sure that we've got it. But no, I'm not pulling my money out, my retirement out, all my shit. I can always do that. Sun driven. I can always barter chicken eggs. Hey, out in the country here, it happens. It happens. I swear to God, Darlene has taken payment from somebody that owes her money in eggs, fresh eggs right off a farm. Hey, it happens out here. My wife doesn't understand why I keep 100 grand in cash under your mattress. Integrity minded, just go down to the emails and write your address down in there for me, and I'll come over and explain it to your wife, okay? In case she's wondering. You'll have to show it to me, and I'll have to be able to put my hands on it and touch it, but I'll convince her. The barter system is a great system. I got no problem with the barter system at all. If the world economy's crashed and dollars meant nothing and whatever, I could get by just fine in the barter system, with the barter system as a way of life of trading. I really could. I got no problem with that. I'm really good at it. I am really good at it. I can barter really well. You keep 100 grand in your mattress to keep you warm when you have to burn it. Hey, whatever. If cash is no good and the computers all fall and crypto's no good and all you've got to do is barter, yeah, you'll be burning your 100 grand. Food and skills are good tools to trade with. Yeah. You'll never see a hungry man that can hunt, cook, and bargain. If you can hunt, cook, and bargain, you can get by no matter what situation you're in. The only mask I'll ever wear is the mask of Zorro. Yeah. Barter is the best, helping each other out. I agree, Scott. I agree. See, with a barter system, it would almost be to the point where everybody wins. Because I'm not going to barter with you and take a loss. It's going to be of something of equal value. So, butchers always eat. True. Sex sells. Okay, now we're going. Now we're talking. John trades weed for everything. Guys, John trades weed for everything. Anybody wants to know, just talk to John. He trades weed for it. Sex sells. You know what? Sex has got to be what? The oldest trade in the world? Next to what? Carpenters. You know? Oldest trade in the world. Big Lake, Alaska. John Norris, Big Lake, Alaska. What? You trading Big Lake, Alaska? TD Banks in USA is TD Bank in the USA is finished. I would believe that. I would believe that. If Biden keeps it up, there will be an upper atmosphere by next week. I've worked as a carpenter for 30 years, and I've traded my services on many occasions. That's good, Rick. As long as you haven't been a sex worker for 30 years and trade your services in many instances. Can Dee talk about her business if it is possible?
You can.
She's like, you can. Do you want to say like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
She's really shy, guys. She's a really good moderator, and she's a fantastic woman, and she's the most awesome wife in the world, but she is deathly shy.
I'm not shy, I just don't like the camera.
Okay, she's not shy, she just doesn't like the camera. You sure? You guys want to talk to Dar?
Just tell them I'm a dog walker.
She's camera shy. That's what it is, Real Justice. You're right. She's camera shy. I think it would be cool if I could turn on my camera and see all of you as well. Then we'll see how many of you guys really want to sit and talk all night. Oh my God, I love cabbage rolls. Yeah, that's Dar. No, I'm not going to make her do it. I won't make her do anything. She obviously I can't make her do it. But somebody wants to know, what is it somebody wants to know about Dar?
They wanted to know about my job.
They want to know, how many people are wearing pants? I'm not. I'm not wearing pants. Anyway, they want to know what Dar does. Okay. Dar is Joe. Biden fills diapers. Put Phil's body bags. Okay. Thanks, man. That was pretty cool. Appreciate that. Set up the WebEx. I know there's a way to do that, where you guys can see me and I can see some of you or see you.
Oh, yeah, you bring them into the chat or something.
Yeah, you bring them into the chat.
I'll have to look that up.
Tell you what, man, I'll look into that. Dar's going to look into that. But my camera has tape on it. No, it doesn't. I'm looking right at you, Ogler. Put your pants on. My beard is definitely longer than yours. But you spit some decent facts. Well, I'm not having a beard contest and I'm not racing anybody. I'll be honest with you, I'm just lazy. And you know what? Okay, and this is what I tell Dar, because this is my winter beard, right? And being a flatbedder, I'm outside all the time. And I have sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin. So it keeps the weather and the salt and the dirt off my skin, and I don't end up with zits and problems and dry skin. In the summer, I trim it down. Katerina wants to know where my braids were. I did, didn't I? I said last week, didn't I? I said I was going to braid it.
Yeah.
Katerina asked for me to braid them. Okay, so we will maybe braid them in a couple of days. We'll braid it in a couple of days, but don't expect it to be good. Not at all. Anyway, I know I did. Okay. You didn't have to put it in caps. I got you. All right. The hell was I talking about Dar. Dar is self-employed. Dar owns her own company. Do I say the name? No? Okay, we don't say the name. She owns a small pet services business. She and my daughter, Dar owns it, but we employ one of my daughters as well. What? Oh, actually, yeah, two of my daughters. She employs two of my daughters. And they do dog walking, pet sitting. They will transport your dog if your dog has to go to the vet and you have to go to work, and they will go to your house, pick up your pet, take your pet to the vet, blah, 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 blah. She does farm work. She was actually out on one of the farms today. Beard for PM. Thanks. So she was out on the farm today doing farm work. So her business does that, and you know what? She loves it. She's very good at it. It's one of those things. Her and my girls are all animal lovers. They are the biggest animal freaks you've ever said. As you know, I've got a house full of animals here. If I didn't put my foot down, there'd be chickens walking through my kitchen. I had to quash. I think there was going to be
Chickens.
there was going to be chickens, but I had to quash that. There was going to be, so far I've had to quash chickens. I've had to quash goats. What else were you guys going to have?
We want
Every couple of months they're bringing something to me going, oh, can we get goats? Can we get chickens? Can we get this? I'm like, no.
alpacas.
Alpacas. That's what it was. Frickin' alpacas. I'm going to come off the road one day and there's going to be alpacas walking around on my back 40 here. Are you out of your crazy? Is Dar strong? What the hell is that? Is Dar also strong like an ox? No. No, she couldn't beat her way out of a wet paper bag, but there's something about walking dogs. They love her. They listen to her. Somebody threw up there before. She's a dog whisperer. She really is. See you, Treen. See you later. Alpacas are so damn cute. Yeah, they are cute when they're not yours. You know, when you go to somebody else's farm and you see them, they're cool. Same with goats. Have you seen what comes out the ass end of a goat? Yeah, you have. A lot of it. It's all over the place. Brian, Lee, do you think all drugs should be available? What do you mean by that? All drugs, you mean...
Should they just be legal to have?
Should all drugs be legal to have? You mean like weed, coke, heroin, meth? Do you think is that what you're asking? Do I think all of those should be legal? Yeah, that's exactly, Marla. They're just little pebbles, but they just never stop. If a goat walked from one end, from that end of the kitchen to the far end of my house, there'd be a trail of pebble of poop. Do I think clothes on your floor? Do I think Canada is going to deploy to the Ukraine? Unfortunately, yeah, I do. I think that at some point or another, we're going to have troops on the ground over there doing something. Do I think that they're going to be on front line fighting, like that? Probably not. But yeah, I think they're going to be there eventually. And that's a shame. Alpaca, Mexican Lima drug dealer. Yeah. Try having 3 rabbits poop all over. Well, it's the same thing as having a freaking goat. That's why I don't want a goat. And I don't want alpacas, and I don't want chickens, and I don't want... Tom Brady is the goat. I cannot disagree with you. Good. Our world is all about bombs and needles. Right now it is. Take a look around. Right now it is. That's why we have so many animals to begin with. Thanks, Dar. You're gonna get them all riled up. Next thing I know, I'm gonna
somebody said that since you're gonna be away for 3 weeks, you'll come home and there'll be some animals.
There better not be. You want to know something? It used to be that I'd go out on the road and I'd be gone for, I don't know, a couple weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I'd come home and there'd be a new animal, right? I come home and there's a Devon Rex. Then I come home and there's another cat. I come home and there was a bunny. We've had rabbits, we've got dogs, cats, rabbits, gerbils, hamsters, birds. I mean, you name it, it's probably been in this house. Hawaii. Did I say that right? Hawaii Danny. Hopefully I said that right. Don't want to insult nobody. Yeah, so no more animals. No more animals. And then here's the funny thing. Every time she gets pissed off at one of the dogs, she turns to me and goes, "You're taking that dog in the truck with you when you leave. It's out of here. It's going with you." No, it ain't. No dogs are coming in my truck. It's just me. Just me. You had a blue ring octopus. What the hell's the matter with you? Who has an octopus for a pet? My cat eats rabbits. Well, I will say this. We have the 3 cats here. We live in the country. We have 3 cats. 2 of the cats are indoor cats, but the big boy, he's an outdoor cat, and he kills everything. We don't have mice. We don't have rats. We don't have any of those problems that most people out in the country have. This thing is a killing machine. It's not uncommon to go outside and walk out onto the patio and there's dead mice and squirrels and shit all over the place. He is just a massacring machine. I agree with you, Brian. I have one dog. Thank you, Michael. 12 years old, 3 rabbits. Well, actually, we used to have another dog. Unfortunately, we had to put her down. She was very old, and her time had come. So we're only down to 2 dogs now. We were at 4. We're down to 2. One of them went down to live with one of my other kids. My dad had a turkey vulture growing up. No way. I'm not messing around with a turkey vulture. We're not doing anything like that. My cat. Oh, that's Dar. You want to? Go get your own stream. Jeez. Same. Your bully went last winter. Yeah. My Cassie went last in the spring. There, we had to put her down.
Summer.
I have a pet Wolverine. Why? What is the fun and joy of having a pet Wolverine? They are nasty. 1 cat, 2 dogs, or 1 dog, 2 cats, 1 outside, and a horse. Oh, that was the other thing. Yeah, if they had a way, she'd have a horse.
Michael says it should get you more dogs.
Yeah, and Katerina wants to see you. So if you bring the dogs, I'll turn this camera around. Okay, come here. Just come over. At least say hi. Do it. Okay, she's coming over. Come on. She said hi the other night. You know,
Yeah,
she stuck her head in and said hi the other night. So, okay, here she comes. Come on. Come say hi. You're just coming over. I'm not browbeating her. She's sitting over there doing this with her hair. Like,
No, I'm not. Hey.
There.
How am I supposed to look over there?
There's the camera there.
Hi. Bye.
Chris B. Hi, Canadians from the Peach State. How you doing, Chris? How is the Peach State? What's the Peach State? The Peach State's Georgia, isn't it? Georgia. Sorry, I should have known that. She was blushing. You're right. You should see her right now. She's blushing right now.
Clothes on the floor. Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Yes, I do remember him.
How do you remember Jacob?
Because he came to the truck.
Yeah, okay.
Remember? He
Yeah.
said hello, and I just remember
Jacob
that.
was the young guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Jacob, we got you. How you doing, Pally? Jacob is clothes on the floor is Jacob. Here's a short story, okay? During the convoy, while we were parked, I think it was day 2 or day 3 of the convoy, we were parked and I was just sitting in the truck and I was doing something on my phone and we were looking at some stuff. And I was talking to Dar, and Dar was in the back. And all of a sudden, this young kid, comes running up the passenger side of my truck. And he recognized me from, what was it? From our channel and from the ET channel. I'm doing really well. And Jacob actually jumped up on the running board. I told him to come over. He was waving at me, saying hi and everything. So I told him to come over and rolled the window down. He jumped up on the running board and he was actually down there with his family. His entire family was down there with him. His mom, his dad, and I guess his siblings were with him. And Jacob wants to be Jacob's not old enough to be a truck driver yet, but he wants to be a truck driver so bad. And I was actually really touched. Jacob came and he stood on the running board of my truck and it was cold out and his parents and everybody were waiting and he stood there for what, 10 minutes? Mm-hmm. And he just shot the shit with me and we were just talking about trucking and he wants to be a truck driver and all of these things. And I thought that was great. I thought that was absolutely great that somebody that young and that age has that kind of fire and drive to want to be a truck driver and do this job. And I hope we need more people like that. We really do. So Jacob, there you go, pal. I just wanted you to know I appreciated you doing that day. It was great to talk to you. I felt wonderful after talking to you. I had a really good day. You actually put some fire into me. It was great. Thanks, man. Anyway, enough sappy shit. Yeah, I've been playing a trucking simulator and I've been really enjoying it. You've been really enjoying it. Well, I tell you what, Jacob, you find your way down here. Michael David Campbell just responded to you. Yeah, hands off, Mike. I tell you what, Jacob, you find your way down here. We'll go find an empty piece of land and you can get in my truck and you can drive it. You don't even need the simulator. You can drive my truck and we can tear it up and forget the simulator, man. Come on down here. You can drive my truck anytime you want. No, Dar does not want a giant rabbit. No.
Yes, tell that kid that you're serious.
Yo, actually, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I'm dead serious, Jacob. You want to come down here? Where I live down here, we got enough empty pieces of land and enough shit out here. You want to come down here, find your way to my place. You let me know when you're coming, and if I'm home, you can get in my truck and we'll just go tear it up. Johnny, no mules.
Aw.
Brian, what's for dinner tonight? One for the Yardbird. Yo, let me go. Jacob's gonna go tell his mom.
Tell him to email you.
Jacob, email me, okay? After you talk to your mom, or get your mom. No, you can email. You don't have to get your mom to email me. I'm having nothing for dinner. It's Friday night. Friday nights at our place, we don't make dinner. It's Jennifer, get lost. Long-haired donkey. No. We don't do anything for dinner on Friday nights. It is a free-for-all. We don't feed the kids. We don't feed we feed the animals, but other than that, everybody's on their own, including me. Including me. I'm eating my dinner right here. Toblerone, bubbly. And for dessert, I got another bubbly. I hope, you know what? I hope he comes down. I hope he does it, man. Where do you live, Brian? Well, I'm not telling you that on the floor. Or I'm not telling you that over here.
Email him.
I live in Ontario. Okay, so just come on over to Ontario and we'll talk. I made quesadillas. Oh, that was not cool, Johnny. You didn't make any for me. I am a huge quesadilla pig. I really am. Love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, Burner Drive. You got it. You got it. No, I don't live in Sudbury. Johnny, you're across the border in New York. Where in New York are you? I have tried alligator meat and crocodile meat. Chicken poutine came over with curds. Actually, you know what, Dar, we were gonna have. I think we're gonna be doing that tonight. I could go for some greasy fries, gravy, and some cheese curds. You know what? The bubblies aren't bad. They really aren't bad. There's no sugar in them, right? Because I'm a Dr. Pepper fiend. No, I'm not an Ingersoll. You want to? Oh, they're closing in on us. You want to say you are around Gananoque? Okay, I can say I'm around Gananoque.
What's this? Watch what I write.
Anyway, the bubblies are good because there's no sugar in them, and I was a Dr. Pepper fiend, and I was drinking way too many. No, I'm not a beer drinker. I'm a recovered drug addict and alcoholic, so I don't drink or do drugs. Could you imagine me running through life jacked on Coke and drinking Jim Beam? Holy crap, man. I'm like this straight and sober. Could you imagine me wired for sound? Jeez. Yeah, 2.5. Dar's got it. 2.5 miles from Toronto and 2.5 miles from hours from Ottawa. Yeah. You're in Quinte West. Nope. You're getting closer though.
Okay, no more. No.
But we're not getting any. Dar's going, no more. No more. Not that I don't trust every single one of you, and I did invite you all over to my place for a barbecue in the summer, but we're not telling you where we live right now. That's probably not the smartest thing in the world to do. You are between Kingston and Brockville. Yes. I bet people will be nicer to truckers now. You know what, Debbie? I sure frickin' hope so. I really frickin' hope so. I hope that after what's gone on and after, the last 10 years in the trucking business have been horrible for truckers. We've been looked down upon so badly, and we've been treated so badly. We've been paid so poorly. And 15 to 20 years ago, we used to be heroes. We really were. Truck drivers were heroes back then. Life was so different the way it was. And then all of a sudden, the trucking industry and the truck drivers took a nosedive. And it's painful to almost think about. They took a nosedive. For some reason, truck drivers became the trailer park trash of the working world. And then COVID hit, and the truckers, you know what? We stepped up, and we got everybody through this. I don't care who you are or what job you do. The truck driver saved your ass, and they deserve right now the love and respect. And I don't say that because I'm a truck driver. I love and respect all the guys that drive truck as well. I'm as much a fan of the truck drivers as I am a truck driver myself. I think truck drivers deserve now. I hope they're looked upon differently. I'd like to think that, as this COVID bullshit goes on and it just becomes a regular part of life, that the truck drivers will hold their status, or the people will hold the truck driver status a little higher than it should be. And we are remembered as, the guys that when the shit hit the fan, we stood up and did the job. Truckers and farmers. Chris, I agree. Absolutely. Integrity minded. I am a janitor and I have never been appreciated. Start a convoy, dude. You go get every other janitor that you know, okay, and do a work stoppage. Let the whatever the facility you're working in get dirty, gross, and garb. You'll be appreciated. A work stoppage. Truckers are the backbone of our country. Doesn't matter, U.S. or Canada, but you're right. Absolutely. Truckers, we the most essential people there. Agreed. We can all say that now. Now, here's something I want you all to think about. Okay? We're going to get serious for a second. You can all say that now. Today's February 25th, 2022. Okay? And you can say that now. Will you be saying that 5 years from now, when all of this blows over and is gone, and all the shit is and life is back to normal? Are the truckers still gonna be as appreciated and have that status of whatever the status? I don't know what they want to call it, but will that still be there 5 years from now? If the bar is up there, I'd like to think yes, but eventually. Probably not, because like I said, 15, 20 years ago, we were heroes back then, and we didn't even have a goddamn pandemic to go through. Okay? There was no pandemic back then. We were just, we were heroes of the highway. We ran the country. We made sure that everybody was fed, stocked, and feeling good. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And then COVID hit and we're heroes again. So when COVID stops, are we still going to have that same? I'd like to think so. I really hope so. But I won't hold my breath. People have short memories. They really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything you're right. Everything that, basically look around your house right now. Wherever you are, stop looking at me for a second and look around your house. Probably about 99.5% of everything that's in that house at some point or another was on a truck. End of the day, bottom line. If we parked our trucks, we've talked about this, if we parked our trucks for 3 to 4 days, everybody would be screwed. It'll just never happen. It just will never, ever happen. And I almost wish that it would, but it'll never happen. Besides, what the hell is Trudeau going to do? Mandate us back to work? Give me a break. That's good, Katerina. I hope the rest of the country feels the way you do. I hope you guys, remember what the truck drivers and what the trucking industry, not just the truck drivers, you got to remember a lot of these trucking companies, there's a lot of people that work internally in a lot of these trucking companies that keep these truck drivers working. And a lot of the trucking companies, and this isn't a shameful plug by any means, but I work for ET, or my truck is on with ET. And I tell you right now, everybody in those offices, they were all working. Now, a good portion of them had to work from home and this and that, but we got guys that were on our dock, and there was guys that work in the shop, and there's guys that work in the yard, and there's all the girls that, that work in the office and everything like that.
Hong Kong to Integrity, they just signed, they subscribed to you.
Integrity, you just subscribed to my channel. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. But it's not just ET, but all of the companies that had their truckers running. There's a lot of people that worked internally that kept us running. We can't just go out there and pick up shit randomly and drive it from here to there. The internal work has to be done. The planning, the dispatching, the all of that kind of stuff has to be done. And those people there, they work their asses off too to keep us going. So just a quick thought to that. Yeah, the truck drivers were out here doing the heavy lifting, but the light lifting was being done by some really good people in the offices. There. I don't know what that says.
What is it? Just some shoppers. Oh, you're...
Glowing. Man, I can't even... What the hell is that? Sorry, it's too small for my eyes to read, but you just subscribed. Glowing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do me a favor, as long as you're subscribing, hit the like button. Smash the hell out of that like button. Not just the new subscribers, just everybody. Everybody hammer that like button tonight. Appreciate that. Who's this Safari Dream? Are you at St. Lawrence Market?
No, that's Rick Florio.
Or Rick's at St. Lawrence Market. My goats born on the farm have not been on a truck. Well, obviously, if they were born at the farm, they could still be there. It's all I could come up with. Well, keep going, Sun Driven. You want to know something funny? I think when they come up with somebody just wrote something about that we made history, the truck drivers made history. I think you're going to see that we did, actually. Global elite capitalism. We want to touch on that? Anybody want to touch on that? I like what Karen just wrote. Brian, if it wasn't for truckers, hubby would not have a career that he loves. I'm glad your hubby loves his career. I hope he loves his career as much as I love mine. And I hope he's working. And if he is, great, awesome. I will be shortly. Ted Cruz made fun of Trudeau today. I saw the one, I don't know if I saw Ted Cruz. What's the senator down there with the funny name, the guy? He's run for president. Sorry, I can't remember. Anyway, I saw him. He was just ripping Trudeau to pieces yesterday. And I hate to say this. I actually almost hate to admit this. I did look into the U.S. is allowing Canadian truck drivers to come and work in the U.S. on work visas. I actually looked into that only for the fact that I wouldn't have to cross the border. I could say reside in Nevada, in Las Vegas or Nevada. I could reside in Nevada. I could run east to west, north to south in the U.S. I get paid in U.S. dollars. I would make a whole lot more money. I would probably pay, I'd pay a whole lot less for fuel. I actually thought about that for a second, going, you know what? Okay, why don't I go do that and just come home, run 4 or 5 weeks down in the States and then come home for 3 or 4. Yes, thank you, Rubio. And then come home for 3 or 4 or 5 days and then go back down and do it again for another month. I would make a punt load more money. It's something Nevada Trucking and Trails we were talking about today as well. We were talking about just the pay rates and the pay wages, the difference between the way the American truck drivers and the amount of money that they make compared to us as Canadians. and how they make so much more. I really wish I could go down there. We are paying $4.19 a gallon for diesel. Johnny, you want a shocker? Okay, if I take the gallon if I take the liter and convert it to gallons, and then I take the Canadian dollar and do the thing, or do the switch and turn it into American, I am paying right now in Canada, in Ontario, I'm paying $6.21 a gallon. I will take your $4.19 all day long, brother. Waterman, $1.80 a liter in Canada. Right. Well, that's in some places. I've seen it $1.84 the other day. Integrity minded, yeah, $6.21. Okay, a gallon. And then you try to figure out how I'm going to make money running back and forth across Canada because I can't cross into the States. You know what I'm going to be doing? I'll tell you right now. I'm going to be. Never mind. I can't say that. It won't come down. No, it's not coming down. $4.55 a pound in, where's that? UK, in England. You guys have always paid so much more for fuel over there than we have. Diesel in Nova Scotia is $2.
Jeez.
You know what? It's going to get worse. Karen, it's getting worse than $2. I guarantee you're going to see $2.25 to $2.50 before the summer, before spring. Waterman, $1.80 times 4 is, well, it's actually, there's 3.79 liters in a gallon. And then you got 720, but then you got to convert that to American. Takes it down to about $6.20, $6. Start a petting zoo. You know what? I would think about that. I've got just over an acre and a bit of land here. If I had another acre and a half of land back there, I probably would have allowed Dar, because she wanted to do something like that. She wanted to set up she wanted to have like a chicken coop and this and that, and that probably would have been a pretty good idea. Set up a petting zoo. Then you guys could all come over for a barbecue and go through my petting zoo. Dave and Harry, pick a weekend, find a big park. No, we're not finding. We're having it here. Come spring, we're gonna have a trucker convoy wheel burner express barbecue. Brian, when the electric trucks come out, are you retiring? Well, I got a feeling that I'll be retired before they actually are fully functional and running. Electric trucks, although they've got them and they're experimenting with them and they're still testing, it's going to be a long time before an electric truck or an automated truck. Sorry, you know what? That's wrong. The electric trucks, you asked about the electric trucks. The electric trucks are going to be here probably in the next year or so. The automated trucks is going to be, I'll be retired before that. I will not retire when the electric trucks come. I still got I'll be driving my truck for at least another 3 years because I just bought it. But will I probably want to drive an electric truck? Yes, Stacy, you and Mark can come. I'd love to drive an electric truck. I would love to drive an electric truck. If Nikola or Tesla right now is watching this, like in a million years, like Elon Musk is watching this. But if you are, and you want to hand me an electric truck to do an experiment with and to test for you, oh man, I'd give both my nuts to drive an electric truck and to play in one of those. I hear they are the absolute bomb. How much is an electric truck if you sell it? I don't know. Don't have a clue. The best electric trucks only get a few hundred miles to a charge. Well, I don't know. Tesla's claiming that they're going to have two versions of it. They're going to have, not claiming they already got it. They got one that is more designed for like a local truck, sort of like inner city, like P&D shit like that. And then they've got the long haul. Now the long haul trucks, they claim they're gonna get 500 miles out of it, and the short haul trucks are going to be about 250 miles. So that's not bad. My question is going to be this: it's not the the electric trucks that are going to be the problem. Okay, it's really not. They've got electric trucks and they are coming, and there's nothing we can do about it. My question is, where the hell are you going to charge them all? Where the hell are you going to charge? Let's just say we all pull into the Flying J in Napanee, and there's, parking spots for 250 trucks, and they've got, I don't know, 100 trucks that need to be charged. You plug in 100 electric trucks in the Flying J and Napanee to charge, you'll crash the grid. You'll crash the grid. We can't have the infrastructure is not in place for electric trucks. They're putting out electric trucks. Thanks, Glenn. They're putting out electric trucks faster than they're thinking than updating the infrastructure to run this. In order to run, I did something months ago, and I mentioned this. Let's use the Iowa 80. The Iowa 80 parks 900 trucks. At least that's what the sign says. You put, let's say, 300 charging stations in there, 400 charging stations, and you charge 400 electric trucks overnight, right? You're going to crash the power grid for Davenport, Wolcott, and probably Des Moines. You're never going to be able to do that. And like I said, they're not updating the infrastructure to do this fast enough. So they're going to be pumping out trucks faster. You're going to have hundreds of trucks sitting on the side of the road because there's nowhere to charge them. So until they get that worked out, and that's going to take years, until they get that worked out, I'm not worried about the electric truck or driving it.
Wow.
Don't worry about it. They won't have self-driving trucks before I'm done.
You said you might be euthanized.
I might be euthanized. No, I won't be euthanized either. Guarantee you. Self-driving trucks, yeah, okay, they're experimenting with it. They've got them. They're out there, but they're not active. And I've yet to see a self-driving truck that can pull out of the food terminal in Toronto by itself, work its way out of the terminal, out onto the Gardner, up the 427 onto the 401 by itself. You will still need a driver. I don't care how good your technology is. No truck is ever going to be able to do that, ever. You will always have to have a driver to assist the computer in their truck. Because even if once it gets out on the highway and the truck can drive itself, it still has to cross a border. And then once it crosses a border, let's just say it's going into Atlanta or it's going into Los Angeles. Do you think a computerized truck is going to be able to work its way through downtown Los Angeles? Not a chance in hell. There has to be a driver in it. So at some point or another, this so-called euthanized driver, I'm still going to be working. The downfall is they're going to be able to pay me a whole lot less because I've only got to drive in the city centers. They were trying to get self-driving ships back in the 90s. Never happened. Well, no, it didn't. But they are having self-driving vehicles, trucks. It is going to be a reality one day. But I'll be honest with you, I'll be retired by the time the highways are full of self-driving and all electric. I'll be retired, long gone. So I don't care. Then the guys that are like 20, the truck drivers right now that are 20 years old. Like you guys that are between 20 and 30 years old, you are the guys that are going to have to deal with that. Not me. My generation's not going to have to deal with that. You guys are going to have to deal with that. And that sucks balls for you. That really does. There will be robot-operated self-driving trucks. You know what? It doesn't matter what I say. Next thing you're going to tell me is going to be robot-operated self-swinging treed monkeys. Who knows? Who knows? Bill Gates said so. Okay, I'm not even going to... I was going to touch that. If it's an electric thing, it can go wrong, right? If it's a computer, it can go wrong. I don't care. I'm driving a Pete. You may not be thinking that. I've had W9s, I've had T800s, I've had Peterbilts, I've had long nose trucks. I hate to say it, but you know what? I wouldn't drive a long-nosed Pete right now. You can't afford the fuel. I want something shaped like a bullet that goes through the air and is aerodynamic and fuel efficient. With the price of fuel right now and everything like that. Debbie, our politicians need to do their jobs instead of bashing everybody. They're getting paid to flap their gums. Hold on, going too fast. What Trudeau did was wrong. Ted Cruz is hot air till he does something good for people. It doesn't matter. U.S. politician, Canadian politician, they're all good for nothing until they do something good. Hey? Oh, sorry. One of my cats is trying to eat my Toblerone bar. Get out of here.
No, take it out and save them.
Come here. I'm going to go say goodnight soon. In the future, people are going to be killed for thinking? I don't know. Good night, Brian. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Hey, no problem. Anybody want to see my pussy? Where's my gizmo?
My gizmo.
Here, look. Here he is. He's not happy about that. Anyway, this has been a long one tonight. We usually don't go this long. We're at like 105 minutes. So that's almost, well, an hour and 45 minutes. Fur ball. There's no fur on that. It's a Devon Rex. It's like a naked sphinx.
No, it's a Devon Rex.
I know, but it's like there's no hair on these damn things. It's
or curly. It's supposed to be curly.
Yeah. They're cute. That's exactly. Where's this fur? There's more fur on the top of my head than there is on that cat.
Baby.
All right, so let's get out of here. You guys go do something else. Go look at something else. Go talk to someone else. We'll see you in a couple of days. I did a video. The truck was in getting the 36-day safety, and I actually went into the shop with the guys, and I filmed a good portion of it, what they're looking for, what they're doing. So it's not going to be a COVID or a convoy related video, but like I said to you guys earlier, we're going to start doing some things that we're going to kind of back away a bit from that. So we're going to be throwing that up tomorrow. So keep your eyes open.
John Boomhauer wants to know how to contact you. Tell him to email.
Sean, send me an email at the bottom of this. When this goes off at the bottom of the page, our email is on there. If you want to talk to me, anything you want to know or anything like that. Johnny Highwoods, what's your email? wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. It'll be at the bottom of there'll be a link at the bottom of this page when I'm done here, okay? Anyway, talk to you guys later. You guys go do something else. Scott, your cat's, I didn't give it that frickin' name. I'm sure you didn't give it. If you gave it that name, don't tell me about it. I'll lose all respect for you. All right. Bye. I'm leaving now. I gotta go eat my fries, gravy, and curds. All right. Talk to you guys in a couple of days. Watch the video going out tomorrow, okay? Talk to you later.